Welcome to the Fast Ones. I'm just continually surprised that this starts. Oh, we still have to adjust. But it's going good. It's going good so far. Everyone, welcome. Welcome to the show today. My name is Max. This is the Fast Ones. And sorry we missed you last week, but...
What's up, Blake? What's up?
There we go. We have a guest in the studio today. This is Carlos. This is Mike the Elder.
Yes.
Pretty much.
My twin. Yes, Latino father, Carlos.
He's been on the podcast before.
Yes.
He was with us in the Daytona 24 Hours.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome friend of the show.
And last time that he was on the show, one of our cameras broke and we had like a phone video.
Oh.
And it was really terrible. So I'm glad to have Carlos back with some production quality this time.
Yeah. But we do have one mic to share between the both of you.
Yes.
So
say hello to the fans, Carlos.
Hello, fans. It's so good to be with you all. And for my friend Fernando Alonso, I send the greetings.
what language?
The
is
new
that?
baby is very nice. Very nice baby. Baby, very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Make me much faster. So don't think you can pass me and I'm going to flinch. I am not going to flinch.
Okay. I don't know if we
true.
have Carlos or Fernando in the studio.
I like
hard to
both.
tell them apart.
I like both.
Yeah.
But he brings up something good. I forget. Fernando had a baby.
How you forget? How you forget? How can you forget?
Too much. What? Because I don't pay attention to kids.
Carlos had 2 hours of sleep, by the way. I just want to make that note.
Carlos is running off of Steep, our sponsor.
He's running off the steam.
Yeah. So that's great. Yeah, he had a baby.
He did have a baby. The
And-
parachute has been deployed.
Yeah, and he criticized Michael Schumacher for having kids.
Correct.
And now he has his own kids to deal with.
Yep.
Or kid.
Kid.
Does he really like the kid, though? We'll see how fast he races.
I mean, he's not married, so how tied down is he?
He has 1 foot out the door.
He's got the other on a banana peel, baby. So,
Yeah,
that's big news.
It was big news.
Yes.
Other big news. We can start off the show with this. This is sent in from a listener. We have 2 questions from this listener.
Great.
This is an old friend of the show, Devin Doxey.
Oh, Devin.
But he sends me this news from F1 saying Binotto confirms Audi looking for Wheatley replacement. Old news, right?
Yeah.
He asks us, do you think he has called Christian or Gunter? Gunter more specifically.
Oh.
Do you think Gunter has had a phone call from Binotto?
I'm going to let
they
Carlos
both own a
start.
winery together, right?
Yes, they do. So
Yeah.
let's start with Carlos.
If that was Gunther. Well, the thing is, you get more expletives with Gunther.
You do,
You get more power pack commentary.
We don't get a lot of expletives from Binotto.
Not a lot of anything.
Not a lot of anything.
But didn't they look
a lot
cute?
Of this.
Didn't they look cute in their little 500? Didn't
They have a little 500
Oh, it's so
that
cute.
they share.
Their little couple in there. Gunther and his little couple and Binotto and you know, it's one car they can't both screw up.
Yes,
You know,
it's,
but
it's a Fiat.
If it's me, I take Gunther any day over Binotto.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Any day.
Any day. Gunter treats his drivers well. Gunter is scrappy.
It treats him very well.
Sometimes you don't understand Gunter,
If you smash my door, pardon my French.
but we would rather not understand Gunter than not understand Binotto.
Yeah.
That was the FOC. It just sounded like the F word the more that I listened to myself say it.
Yeah, we just had a lot of 8-year-olds leave.
Yeah, they are all out of the chat
I think we're allowed 1 expletive per year.
per year. That's what keeps the episode PG-13.
Yeah.
If we go over 4, we lose our rating.
Yeah.
No, but I think that So what's weird about this is Gunter, and Blake just mentioned this in the chat, so kudos to Blake.
Yes.
Because he did get it before me. Gunter's running a MotoGP team right now.
Yeah, but like, do you bounce?
I mean, yeah, you do. But I also, and I agree. I think that like Gunter and Binotto's relationship is obviously like a good, clear tie in that sense.
I think 100% they're at least talking to each other.
They're for
about
sure
it.
talking.
Yeah.
Right. I think that the challenge right now is that Binotto is like, yes, I will. Yes, I will take the burden of being team principal. In the meantime, we do need to find somebody to do trackside.
You think he's dragging his
But
feet?
I will. carry the mantle of being the team boss while Jonathan's absent.
For sure.
Yeah.
Why didn't I think of that in the first place?
Right.
He's wanted this from day one.
He's always wanted to be
Binotto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, who took the picture with the drivers when they announced the driver pairing for Kick Sauber after he'd been hired?
I have no idea what you're talking
It
about.
wasn't Jonathan Wheatley. It was Mattia Binotto that stood in between the two drivers.
Forever.
He is so
From day one.
Mattia is the boss.
Yeah.
About everything. Which is, look, there's so many things about the dynamic there that we could speculate.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about how it's difficult to live away from the home country. And Jonathan Wheatley's no different in that regard.
Yeah.
But does a part of all of us wonder if it was just insufferable to work with Binotto?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't think a lot of people are highlighting that.
Yeah.
But
But results matter. And Binotto cannot get a result.
he didn't.
He didn't get a result.
And he
He's
tried
not
to
get-
gaslight us
he's-
and be like,
he's not going to
Ferrari
get a
hasn't gotten
result.
a result in decades.
And if you want to stay
Not
in
me.
Italy, stay in Italy.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
stay at home.
It's
you know?
true. We
Yeah.
need results. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's. I mean, this is a results business.
Is he just like a toxic guy? Do drivers just not get along with Binotto?
Yeah, who knows?
Team principals not get along with Binotto.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
It's
Please
a
be
little
honest
strange
for the
that
first time
it's
on
a
this
little,
podcast.
Yeah, it's a little strange that Gunter Steiner gets along with Mattia Binotto.
That is the weird thing.
But I think it's just because Gunter's just like over there talking a lot, and Binotto's just kind of like,
Yeah, that's true. Gunter likes someone who doesn't like talk.
yeah.
And Binotto,
As someone who has personally confronted Gunter,
It's
and
true, you have.
you were there, you were a witness when
Oh,
I
yeah, for sure.
when I confronted him and said, "What happened? What happened?"
Yeah.
He tried to respond to me in Italian.
oh yeah,
And I said, "Hey, Gunter, that's not good enough." But he gets results, and you know, I actually think the sport misses him. And right now,
Yeah.
he would be so angry with what's going on. We would hear from him. And by the way,
yeah.
the series on Netflix, Drive to Survive, isn't anywhere near as good because he's gone.
That's true.
And Daniel.
And Daniel.
Yeah.
They made up
the two
The
stars.
first season was really those two guys.
It really is.
That was it.
No other team gave any access.
They did.
It was just Haas and Red Bull. They were like, whatever, bring your cameras
And
in.
made those two guys legends.
Yeah.
But speaking of Drive to Survive, I've been like slowly going through the episodes. And there's a really interesting episodes about the dynamics that his team principal plays on the team. Because you have Flavio Briatore, Flavio
Briatore.
Bortolini, whatever his name is.
Yes.
And
Rigatoni.
what's his name? Tortellini.
Yeah, something.
And then Jonathan Wheatley.
Right.
And they're just on opposite ends of the spectrum.
So different.
You have Flavio ruling with just like an iron fist.
Right.
Everyone's scared of him, and he just keeps throwing rookies out. Like, and we all just think he's insane.
Right.
And like you can get results that way, but you are hurting your drivers. You're hurting your team in the process.
You need a Max Verstappen to be responsive to a Flavio
Yeah.
or a Helmut Marko.
And Pierre says he likes it, but I feel like Pierre's also like kind of feeling the pressure of like a dictator.
Pierre buckled under Helmut
Yeah.
Marko. He did.
Yeah.
And so I think that maybe it's because he was raised by that iron fist.
Yeah.
That's why he's been okay with Flavio. Because in a way, Flavio might be slightly less intense
Yeah.
compared. That's my take, at least.
Oh, yeah,
he
he's-
seems not nearly as Darth Marco.
Yeah, not nearly as mentally stable or
Yeah.
like there.
Yeah.
I feel like, and then they contrast with Jonathan Wheatley, like bringing Stake and Nico Hulkenberg to like his first podium.
Right.
And him working with Gabriel Tortellini.
Yeah, Bortoletto. Yeah. Another Tortellini.
Yeah.
It's a family.
It's just such a contrast. And you see him like, oh, yeah, we need to protect our drivers. Like they're feeling a lot of pressure from the outside.
Right.
Like let's protect our drivers and give them an environment where they can succeed. And then you end up with Hulk on a podium.
Right.
First in his career.
Right.
And so, like, what is Nico Hulkenberg thinking now with Binotto, who is not like these guys?
I remember when he signed, if you remember this,
Yeah.
that he signed with Audi. There was a different team boss when he signed. It was Andreas Seidel was the team boss. And he was kind of like, yeah, I was excited to work with Andreas Seidel again. And when they announced Mattia Binotto, he started making noise about being like, I think I want to stay at Haas. Remember, he was like starting to feel like a little bit of weight of the decision because things were changing without really his, input, right? Like, oh crap, the boss who signed my contract is gone. What does that mean for me? But then when Jonathan Wheatley came on board, I think that's probably what turned Hulk's experience around. I think that this is,
and now he's high and dry with Bonotto.
Yeah, I think it's got to be a little bit. It's got to be feeling weird for both of them. But I mean, the one report that I heard from, because this was the only race that they've had. The Suzuka was the only race that they've had since Jonathan announced that he was leaving.
Yeah.
And Hulk said that what he was impressed by is that the team didn't miss a beat. They showed up, they did everything without needing just one man, right? And he said that what you learn is that a team is built by more than just one person. That influence can be enormous, but they can survive without him, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, interesting. We'll see how it goes from here.
See how it goes from here.
With just Bonotto.
Brought up Suzuka. So today on the episode,
Yes.
we want to talk about Suzuka.
Yes.
Wait, can
Yeah.
I have to say, if I was on the chat, I would say this. I'm so impressed, honestly, that right off the bat we started talking about F1 and not movies and music.
Oh gosh.
That you guys.
What did you watch this?
I watched a Van Damme movie.
Oh,
I watched the
well,
Universal
I knew that
Soldier.
if I brought it up,
Thanks, Carlos.
you will.
Yeah,
thank
keeping
you.
us back on track. This is why we have you here.
so glad producer Carlos is here.
Universal Soldier is rad.
Because he passed away, right?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
2 Vietnam soldiers die in Vietnam.
Okay.
Bodies are put on ice.
Yeah.
In the 90s, they're resurrected and programmed to be cyborg kind of soldiers. But then they go rogue. And Van Damme, of course, is good. Dolph Lundgren is the other guy. And he goes bad. He still thinks he's in Vietnam and he's killing people. They kill people so quickly, and it's great. There's no remorse. There's one point where he's taking a grocery store hostage.
Right.
Have you seen it, Carlos? Yes. Of course. Yeah. Come on, Mike. Get on the train.
I passed.
These cops come in to like freeze, and he just shoots them as they walk in. And I'm like, this is a bad guy. Yeah. This is great.
So his name's Dolph.
Dolph Lundgren. Come on, get Carlos on the mic. Get Carlos on the mic.
Oh, okay. So it's
He's the Russian.
If he dies,
He's
dies.
the Russian.
Okay.
He's the Russian. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Helmut Marko.
And it makes perfect sense. That's yeah. It's also great that these two very Eastern Europeans with the thickest accents in the world played these U.S. Veterans in the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. You're like, you fought for the U.S.
Yeah.
Puzzling.
Yeah. So anyway,
that makes
one thing
more
I will
sense.
mention.
Okay.
The big, huge kind of they have this massive diesel like semi truck that they store all the soldiers in. It's pretty rad. If this is a car show, if this is
The question remains.
if it's not, we will talk about more Van Damme movies.
The decor in the room, don't let it fool you.
If you haven't seen Universal
This
Soldier,
is not as it seems.
It's just a facade.
go watch Universal Soldier because I'll be watching the sequel next. I got the Van Damme movie collection and it came with only the sequel in it and not the first. So I had to see the sequel first and then I can go back to the
gotcha.
DVD collection.
Don't worry. Don't worry. It doesn't change anything.
I'm not missing out on any
You won't
lore.
know which one is the first one and which one is the second one.
That seems par for Van Damme movies.
Right.
Yeah.
There isn't a lot of criteria for a sequel or an original.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I confused Van Damme with Chuck Norris. This is what happens when you're, when you're 42 years old and you forget everything.
It's coming quick for us.
42. It's like 3 years away
Yeah.
from me, Dad.
Moment of silence for Chuck Norris.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
And Steven Seagal.
There you go.
All like they have the same
Yeah,
movies.
Yeah, this is the
There's-
crew.
It's just B.
Microphone's going to get completely destroyed.
It is because of you and your grabby hands.
Any other movies we want to talk about?
No, but I will tell a story on behalf of Carlos on
Yeah.
Chuck Norris. So for those of our listeners that may know or may not know that Carlos has been on television, this was his career previously. But something that is maybe a little lesser known fact is that my dad's nickname is Chuck.
Oh, because Carlos is Charles in American.
Right. Yes, we'll say that.
The true form of English.
Right.
American.
Which is why it was very funny when Ferrari had two Charles.
That's true.
On the team.
A Charles and a Carlos.
So Charlos was an interesting team.
Uh-huh.
But when Carlos met Chuck Norris, he said, "My friends call me Chuck." And Chuck Norris responded and he said, "Really? My friends call me Carlos."
Really?
No, but it was a good joke.
That's really good.
Anyways, I never forget that story. Good story.
Yeah, that's good. So he's funny.
Well, comedy was nothing before him.
What?
He made comedy.
Oh, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I walked right into that.
Yeah, you sure did. I'm like trying to help with a Chuck Norris joke here. It's just not as
It was
good.
good. It was off the cuff. You did good, Mike.
Good. Okay, thanks.
You're doing
Thank
great.
you.
Who's your sponsor, Diet Coke or
Steep.
I
It's
didn't
steep.
have time to. This is too late for me
I
right
think
now. It's
I'm
a lot
the
of
only one.
caffeine.
I'm the only one who risks drinking energy drinks at 10 p.m.
This is true. If you watch the podcast, you know that's
I
true.
don't have a family.
Yeah.
I can stay up all night.
Yeah. I'm up at 7 a.m., 6
yeah.
a.m., no matter what I do.
Yeah. So I risk it. But yeah, Steep. Get Steep.
Get steep.
Drinksteep.ca.
That is the website.
So my quick review, Steve, because I had it for the first time today.
Okay, nice. This is a great
First
plug.
of all, it was a really refreshing taste. Number one,
Yep.
not too
True,
sweet.
you didn't ask him to do
not
this.
too sweet, and not too fizzy.
Yeah.
No aftertaste whatsoever. And I got used to the Red Bulls and the other drinks like that that have an aftertaste. And you just get used to it. No aftertaste, and I had a couple of chips with it. It was delicious, and I have to say, you guys, this is a good drink.
Yeah.
This is a really good drink.
We're stoked
and
about
the
this
fact
sponsor.
that it has, how many calories? 5 calories. Caffeine's good. I mean, I didn't feel a kick. It was a smooth ride up and a smooth ride where I
You're still
now.
riding smooth.
And right now, I'm just in a disrupting mood, but that has nothing to do with Steep.
But yeah. No, we're thankful for
He's
the
all
sponsor.
hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Or Steve. One of them.
Okay. So no more Van Damme movies.
Great review, Steve.
Now we can talk about Suzuka.
Let's move
Because we
on.
have Suzuka, Bearman's crash. We have now a big gap before the next race.
Right.
And Max has been making lots of noise.
Lots.
And I'm starting to get on the Max train.
Yeah.
So lots to talk about today.
About
Where do
time
we-
you got on that train.
Yeah.
It's your name.
I know. Okay. You want to know?
Max been hanging out on platform 9 3/4 a little too long. You're not
Finally
getting on the
headed
Max
right
train.
into the wall. Harry Potter. Don't get me started on Harry Potter.
Max's favorite movie.
I gotta-
Dobby's his favorite character.
I got a lot to say about Harry Potter.
We're gonna lose a lot of fans if we go down this
Dude,
track.
Harry Potter is the most useless hero. And I love the books. Like, he is the most useless hero.
Yeah.
Doesn't do anything himself. It's always his mother's love that saves him.
It's like fail upwards.
Fail upwards.
It's just a
continually.
fail upwards.
Continually.
Yeah.
Also, one of the biggest gripes I have about Harry Potter, imagine being a magicless kid in a home where you're being abused, and then the world comes by and is like, hey, magic exists, and you're one of the most powerful wizards in the world.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the most elite school to learn how to do it, and then
Wait a minute, you're describing Lance Stroll.
kind of.
It's like a weird nepotism.
Similar parallel.
Yeah.
Harry goes to school and doesn't invest everything to be a good wizard. Like, he's not doing homework.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
complaining about potions. I'm like,
Right.
You could learn how to cure death.
Yeah.
Like,
Why are you leaning on Hermione Granger?
yeah,
Constantly.
A week ago, magic wasn't real.
Yeah.
Now it is, and you're already complaining about homework.
And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna fly on some brooms and play some sport. Oh wait, now I have the
Doesn't
nicest.
even catch the snitch.
No,
accidentally swallows it.
He swallowed
Please don't
it.
stop watching because they're talking about this.
No.
But imagine being handed the greatest Formula One car ever and not being able to win in it.
And they're like, you just have to go in the sim a couple hours a day and practice.
Yeah.
And nah.
There you go.
No, it's insane.
So
It's
Lance
insane.
Stroll has the Nimbus 2000.
Yeah. If you want me to
And
write
he's
more
not
Harry Potter,
delivering.
and I love Harry Potter. Honestly, the person that makes the most sense in that show is Voldemort.
He does.
Because he's trying to learn how to cure death. And from a young age, he was making spells.
Yeah.
If you learned about magic, wouldn't you be making spells every day?
Yeah.
Voldemort did it.
Yeah.
He's my hero.
I mean, I think these are pretty reasonable takes.
And I loved the books.
Yeah.
I was the kid waiting out all night to get the books in the morning. So
I believe that.
anyway, Suzuka.
This isn't the only thing.
Hard shift of the gears.
This isn't
or else
the only
we're
thing-
never going to get to the cars.
the only thing that
We
Max
started
waits all
off
night for.
really good with cars. You mentioned movies.
Well, I had to.
How about Blake says, what about Frodo? He's pretty useless. At least Harry does magic every now and then.
The ring was bearing down on Frodo.
Frodo's just awesome. That's his contribution. It's just
The weight of the Dark Lord was on Frodo's neck.
yeah.
He did the best he could.
No, there's nothing worse than like when the ring rates and every time Frodo's just like, I'm gonna follow my back. There's just a lot of scenes of him falling down in that movie for sure.
I mean,
so I'm gonna agree with you. I love
He's a
Lord of the
3
Rings.
foot, 2 foot tall human
In real life.
Yeah. And then 9 ring rates are coming down on him.
Yeah.
Give him a break, Blake.
It's like when Elijah Wood would have an interview with Conan O'Brien. He'd fall on his back in those interviews too.
The weight of Conan O'Brien's presence is staggering.
Significant.
That hair. It's like a crown.
It is for sure.
Okay. What are we going to talk about on
Conan
this podcast?
O'Brien is one of the dead kings. So Suzuka, Japan.
Okay, what happened? I need to calm down.
Yeah, so let's just quickly, it's one of the things I feel like we got to address just right out of the bat.
What? That Lord of the Rings is...
George Russell
Yeah.
is crumbling.
He is.
Crumbling.
Yeah, why are you bringing up your phone? What do you got there?
I've got a quote from George Russell.
Yay! I love quotes from George Russell.
George Russell, also known...
Is that crying in the background
you
from
got some
George?
crying, I apologize. Joan Cusack said, I feel
sad.
like at the moment, over the last 2 weekends, every issue we've had has been on my side.
Oh.
And I'm the one who suffers the consequences.
I would have much rather heard that in a British accent.
I feel like at the moment, over the last 2 weekends, every issue we've had has been on my side. And I'm the one who suffers the consequences. Ta-ta!
I love it. I love it because he acknowledges that, like, yeah, he's had issues, but he's not happy with him suffering from the issues.
Yes.
He's fine having issues as long as the car never suffers from issues.
As long as he's first place. I mean, I think that the thing that's so crazy about it
Yeah.
is that it's like, did Kimi just need one little glimmer of being like, oh, I can beat him?
Oh.
And now he just knows he can beat him? Because one of the things that I love the most about Suzuka is that during practice, they cut to the garage, and I kid you not, this is the body language. Kimi's just resting on the stand in the garage and just chatting with Bono with a big chummy smile on his face. He's just ready to absolutely annihilate George. And I'm like, that body language I've never seen out of Kimi. He's jiving, he's vibing with the team, everything's just going his way.
Yeah.
He gets pole and he wins the race in just dominant fashion.
Yeah.
Right? Even though he messed up the start,
Yeah.
it didn't matter. Yeah. And that's not his first go at messing up the start. But he got out of the car and was like, yeah, I'm probably going to spend the entire break working on starts.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because not every time you're going to get a lucky safety car that goes
No.
right in your direction.
totally.
Here's the thing. So Mike and I talked about this the other day when we were talking about the start, and that is the start. What you would think is a simple operation, but it's like 50 things have to happen all at once. Not only are you watching the lights, you're feeling something, you're listening to the motor, you're looking at where your guys are and where everything. Think about the 1,000 things that he has to think about. And he's a rookie or close to it, and he's got to figure all that out. Plus, he's got a new power plant. He's got a car that he's not completely familiar with, and you goof one of those things, and you don't get off the blocks the way you're supposed to. It's remarkable that anything ever works as well as it does. But the start is really critical, and that was a rookie mistake.
Yeah. Very, very good. I love that because I think sometimes it's just like, oh, you're letting the clutch out and hit the gas.
Right.
And I'm doing this because the clutch is on the steering wheel.
is
I
a
don't know
hand
where
clutch,
it is,
yeah.
but you let the clutch out, hit the gas. But you're right. There's a billion things on there.
Right.
And the pressure of the whole thing is on you. It's like, and it's also like thousandths of a second that everyone else is synced in on.
Right.
If you're even like a thousandth off, like you're fifth.
I bet people think you just pop the clutch and go.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, just like a pop the clutch and go thing now.
No,
It's crazy.
Pop the clutch and go would be NASCAR.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's because that engine is literally detuned to. I think that on the tri-oval tracks, the mile and a half, I think they're detuned to 400, 500 horsepower at most. And when we were kids, when I was a kid, and when I was watching NASCAR with him, they were over 1,000 horsepower cars.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, NASCAR's running a way detuned V8.
They used to be 1,000, and now they're 500.
Yeah,
Why?
they've run them because trust me, the drivers are all complaining about. They're bringing back the 1,000 horsepower car for short tracks,
Okay.
but they're only running them there, and
Gosh,
not
they
running
don't. They don't trust us to unleash them on a straightaway.
Well, they've always been doing things to restrictor plate on big ovals and things.
That's
Some
crazy.
stuff that we
Yeah.
can get into in the future. But the best part of the restrictor plate thing is that it's like, in the 90s, in the 2000s, they're still running carburetors on NASCARs.
That is wild.
And they put a restrictor plate, which sounds like they were putting like in something behind the gas pedal. Now, what they did is they put a machined aluminum plate between the throttle body and the intake. And what it would do is it had sizes of holes that would allow air and fuel, and it restricted the flow that went into the engine.
Okay.
And that was the restrictor plate, is it actually choked the engine so it wouldn't go any higher.
That's wild.
But all the teams learned how to cheat
Of
with
course.
this thing.
Of course.
And so,
Yeah.
like Richard Childress, which was Earnhardt's team, always had little ways that they put like spacers above the restrictor plate, which gave them more airflow and all sorts of stuff. And so, anyways, that's NASCAR
crazy.
talk.
Anyway, yeah. So the start is crazy.
It is crazy, especially with the
and
new
Kimi's
power unit.
still learning it for sure. And yeah,
Right.
he gets a lucky safety car and goes on his way. I think one thing that is working in Kimi's favor, and George still might be this way, but I feel like Kimi, because he's 18 or 13, he's somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
Like he doesn't have fear yet. And that's my assumption. Because I remember when I was that age and I was snowboarding every day.
Right.
Like I would just send it off of tabletops and I would like so much air.
Grab suitcase and just,
It's crazy.
throw a hand in the air and just be going for
And then
it.
I land it. Sometimes I like slap the deck and it hurts, but I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
Right.
And now to think about it now, and I remember as I got later into my 20s and now my 30s, I'm like, I'm not doing that.
It hurts.
That's crazy.
It hurts my knees just thinking of a tabletop.
Yeah,
Right.
it's crazy. I was like, I can't believe I'd get like 10 feet of air, 15 feet of air.
Totally.
That's nuts. But like Kimi's in that age where like there's no fear.
There's none.
And I wonder if George has that because he goes for walls.
Right.
And he's hit those walls.
A lot. Yeah.
And he's been on the track, I wonder if there's some of that and he doesn't even process it or he's not even feeling the pressure.
I just think that what Kimi is getting at this point is comfort. He's comfortable. And it's the first time he's been comfortable because first year's rookie season. Second year, now he's in a place of proving himself. And he feel like, I won the second race. I've at least captivated the team to this point to feel like I'm part of this. The vision of Kimi Antonelli at Mercedes is now somewhat solidified. Cement, right? I've won a race in a Mercedes. Okay, they believe in me and I believe in myself. So now all of a sudden he's comfortable and 2 races in a row he wins. And I know the luck of the safety car. I do think Oscar Piastri was positioned to potentially win this race. But I can't say that I feel like George was still destined to beat Kimi. I don't think that would have happened.
Really?
I don't, because
Because eventually Kimi's going to catch up because the Mercedes is fast.
he was already catching him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it comes to a point where it's Kimi versus George.
Right.
I feel like, I'll put my money on Kimi.
Right. Well, and George had software issues or whatever things that he wants to blame, but he fell backwards.
He had way more issues than that.
Yeah. He had numbers of issues, plenty of issues.
But so there's for me the George Russell issue with Kimi is that George is one of those athletes and one of those players who's constantly concerned about rules and who's breaking the rules and how the rules apply to him and how he races and what he's going to do in this pass. And is this guy going to break the rules while I'm trying to do my
He's
maneuver?
president of the hall monitors. He's
he
the
really
rule
is.
maker.
He's
He is the
guy.
president
and
of the
minute
rules
somebody
right now.
breaks the rules, he cries foul, wants somebody to poison the race, or charge somebody with a penalty of some sort. Give him a 10-second penalty, and he's doing it while he's racing.
Yeah.
So
Red flag.
Yeah.
And Kimi doesn't have any of that.
Yeah.
He's, so to equate it to a sport that I love, which is soccer, you have these players who fall to the ground if a gnat passes them, right?
Right.
They flop. They flop on a blade of grass, and they complain.
worst.
They call it the Neymar effect, right? The guy, the player Neymar, who rolls on the ground. George is that guy who's constantly whining about stuff instead of racing the damn car.
It's true.
Race the car, do the race, and stop complaining about
Let
it.
Toto and the team worry about any rule infractions.
Let them worry about it.
Put your head down and
But
drive.
Kimi doesn't care.
Michael,
True.
Michael,
That's a good point.
did you get my email? Michael.
Yeah, let Toto
Michael,
send
did
emails.
you get my email?
Let Toto call the press conferences. George has called press conferences. Yeah, that's a good point.
And
it's really insightful.
And nobody worries more about how he looks after the race than George Russell.
Which is
And
funny
of
because
course-
we got that horrendous witch shot of him like staring daggers at Kimi.
That's
that
a
is
great
going
shot.
down in
That is-
history, and
that
sucks.
shows you everything about the dynamic.
Oh yeah,
Toto's going to have a mess on his hands.
yeah.
It's going to be worse than he can
Toto
imagine.
is looking for Max.
Yeah. Toto, did you get my email?
That's crazy.
It's a problem. This Italian child is in my room. He's in my personal space. But I think that, I think Jacques Villeneuve, Juan Pablo Montoya, a few of the pundits have been talking about this exact thing, that Mercedes is developing a mess on their hands.
Worse than McLaren. Way worse.
Way worse, because
You think?
I think so, because the problem, look, the reason it's worse than McLaren is because although they didn't admit it, the favor was behind Lando, right? Like that was, so they had favor.
Yeah.
Toto was subjective with Lewis and Valtteri,
Yeah.
but the rule is after a certain point in the season, which at the time I think was 5 rounds,
Okay.
whoever was in the lead of the championship after 5 rounds became the driver
number
that
one.
they backed.
Gotcha.
Right? I don't know if that's going to be the case from here, but that was the case when Lewis was on the team.
You think they have changed their way?
I mean, the only reason that they would have any kind of thing is depending on a performance clause that George may or may not have, right?
Well, he
Still-
knows. He's got the rule book.
Yeah, exactly.
You see George in has another Article rule book.
6A.
He's quoting it over the radio during the race.
yeah.
Just drive. Drive, George. Just drive. Don't quote me the rule book. I was there when it was written.
Last night, when I couldn't sleep, I was in my room and I was going through my contract. If you remember Addendum C.
I was on my yacht, and me and my girlfriend were reading rules. It was a spicy night.
And we were smashing Swedish fish. And I know that has red dye 30 and I'm not supposed to eat
Nothing
it.
gets her in the mood more than me reading her Article C of our contract, Toto. She loves it, so I've memorized it thoroughly.
So let me recite it to you.
Recite it, do you? Gosh.
Nothing gets her more hot and bothered. So I want to see what the effect is on you, Toto.
He's like, you and Kimi got something going on.
If you turn on
I gotta get in there.
If you turn on a little Boys to Men, it helps. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
But the point is I think that a lot of people are talking about it right now too. We said it all last year. What was the likelihood of Max Verstappen jumping ship at Red Bull and going to Mercedes? Right?
And it seems like Red Bull did whatever they could to keep him
And
there.
everybody, like Toto and George, were
Yeah.
making it sound like
Max
that-
was on Toto's yacht. Remember
right?
that?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
there's
that's
photos
crazy.
of it.
Yeah.
right. And Toto and George made it sound like there was just a small disagreements in George's agreement, and that's why it wasn't signed.
If you're able to pan
addendum
out,
C.
if you're able to pan out on those pictures of Max and Toto
Yeah.
on the yacht, there's another yacht.
Yeah.
And it's George just
Yeah.
looking over.
It's actually just
mad.
It's just George accidentally turns the camera around, and he's the one that took the picture. Oh, God,
Toto, no.
Yeah. The jealous boyfriend. Yeah. So, but the thing is that they drug out George's contract negotiation for how long?
That's true. He was waiting for
It felt like the delivery of that news took ages.
Yeah.
And then what I've heard this year is funny to hear the press be way more open about it. It's like, the reason that George Russell didn't sign until late last year is because Max was on the table.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Oh, you guys are acknowledging it now.
Yeah.
Last year you were saying it wasn't
we
the
don't
case,
know.
right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. The performance clause for Max Verstappen at Red Bull remains the same.
Mm-hmm.
If he's 4th or lower in the championship, the door's open.
Yeah.
And right now,
It's rough. He's
it's
not.
bad
Bad news
times
bears.
for Verstappen.
So
Bad news Bearman.
all right, so let's play strategy here for a second.
Yeah, I'm all about strategy.
Think for a second that Max is dissatisfied with the way the Red Bull team is working right now.
Yeah.
And the things that they're making him do and the way the car's set up and how it's not working for him at all. Does Max have
Yeah.
enough power
Oh.
to say, I'm not going to go above 4th. I'm going to keep this and I'm going to keep my options open. And now he's playing a strategy game to get on another team and force the issue as opposed to, just racing like he would normally race to win.
Oh, like he's sandbagging himself.
He's sandbagging
So
himself.
he has the option to bounce.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
There's a part of me that feels like that's part of what Lewis did, leaving Mercedes.
Really?
I think that Lewis had to make the exit from Mercedes something justifiable for his fan base. Team LH is a crazy fan base.
Interesting.
And it was a Mercedes Lewis Hamilton marriage that was just a match made in heaven, right? I think that he had to kind of be like, car's not doing it for me. The team's not listening to me. They're following George. I'm going to Ferrari. I honestly think that played into some of what he was doing.
Huh.
Because the second it rained in Silverstone, what did he do?
I don't remember.
Vintage Lewis Hamilton, he wins the freaking race.
Right.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? And I'm like, unless he was just like, I want one more win. And conditions were perfect. So it's like, now seems like the time.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
racing at Nuremberg and he's doing all
Right.
that stuff, and
Yeah, Max is out racing, doing his own
doing all
thing.
kinds of other stuff.
so there's even a part of that is Max Verstappen also campaigning to bring back V10s? Because he doesn't like the new PU.
Yeah.
And he's just like, you know what? This is just better for the sport.
Uh-huh.
So I because I have too much power,
Yeah.
I'm going to use it for good.
Yeah.
And I think that you and I'd agree that he is using it for
He
good.
is using it for good. And I
Right.
think there's a lot of people, I forget who the old head is, like the old F1 driver who's like telling Juan Pablo Montoya.
Yeah.
He's like, shut up, Max. Like, just drive or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute. I feel like collectively, the whole F1 fandom would all love V10s.
Yeah.
V8s.
JPM
Whatever.
included.
Yes.
Like Juan Pablo wants it back.
No one is wanting the hybrid car.
No.
And so if Max is able to, through like whatever power he has, vocalness he has, to get some sway to bring back full on V10s, wouldn't we all want that?
Right.
I think it's a win-win.
This is the perfect.
So Juan Pablo, why are you telling him to shut up?
This is the perfect parallel.
Yeah, what's the parallel?
Imagine
I'm imagining.
that you have the opportunity to be like,
I'm a wizard, Harry.
we're gonna just reunite Led Zeppelin and do a great tour
Yeah.
with the greatest band ever. Actually, John Bonham's back from the dead. He's gonna play drums.
Yeah, okay, this is sounding great.
Or maybe we're just gonna do a world tour as Daft Punk again.
Yeah.
Right? Like-
Something great.
Imagine being able to bring back the greatest era of something and having no reason not to.
Right.
That's what we're on the verge of.
Yeah, that's not a bad parallel.
Right?
I'll say that. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a parallel.
Okay, here we go.
One more parallel. Carlos and Michael can strategize. And, we can talk about all kinds of things, whether it's the podcast, whether it's racing, whether it's baseball. And we talk about how things, would work in this world and that world. And, I'm no Jos Verstappen, but Jos
Yeah.
has a lot of power over Max. And Max listens to his dad, unlike Mike, who doesn't listen to me. But I will tell you that Verstappen would love to see Max race somewhere else, because I think there's ever since Adrian Newey left,
Yeah.
it's like the soul of that team disappeared.
Oh.
And Max was carrying the whole load by himself, and it just doesn't even resemble the old team. And of course, the power plant, the car, and everything is terrible. And then when you have the problems now with the races being canceled and the momentum of a team is that whole momentum that you get during a season is really crumbling all around them. They're trying to figure out what to do. It's a perfect opportunity, to sandbag the way he's doing,
Right.
and to get what he wants, make more money, and have more control.
Shoot. Yeah. No, that makes sense to me. Yeah.
Real quick shout out to Silver Fox 7777
Right.
who just commented and said 7 a.m. in Istanbul and listening to you guys on
Yo,
the way to work.
what
So,
up?
shout out to you. Thanks for tuning
What up?
in
Welcome,
early in the
Turkey.
morning.
Constantinople in the house.
Yeah. Silver Fox 7776
Yeah.
is an idiot. But 7777?
Genius.
That dude's rad.
Genius. That fourth 7 makes the difference. So thank you for being here. But yeah, I mean, I think that to that point too, I think that like, yeah, Max is using this as an opportunity to do what he wants to do at the Nürburgring, you know, and to kind of participate in other sports that he wants to participate in. But I think that like, is Max Verstappen going to end up at Mercedes? Well, the other thing is that, yeah, he signed a contract with Mercedes to race at Nürburgring. So that's already a step in the right direction.
Weird. That's weird. Yeah.
But also another factor here to consider, and I think that we need to boil it into the new other thing that you and I talked about earlier today, which is the power unit rule, that there is an FIA thing that they put into place, which was that if the power deficit is significant at the beginning of the year, they're going to fast track and help Audi, Ferrari, and Honda with development.
The FIA is or Mercedes?
Yes, they're providing more to allow them to develop faster.
They're like, we don't want Mercedes to win too much.
right.
Mid-level team.
That's
Yes,
wild.
but
Has that ever been done before?
notice the team that I mentioned didn't get a bump, which
Haas?
is Ford
Oh.
Red Bull powertrains.
Oh.
And
Because they're American.
no, it's because they actually aren't down on power. So here's the thing. The Red Bull car is like 9
going on
kilograms overweight. It's as overweight as the Williams car is.
Oh.
And so when you think about that,
Okay, I'm thinking
Red
about
Bull is finishing higher than Williams is
it. Yeah.
with their power unit and an overweight car.
Oh. Wild.
So the way that the FIA is analyzing who's getting this credit to go develop their
Wow,
engine,
these people are smart.
Ferrari somehow is on that list. And you think about it, Ferrari's finishing
they're
on the podium.
Yeah, they're great.
So their chassis is
they're
fantastic, is what they're proving.
Yeah.
The engine's okay. The chassis is insane.
Wow.
So, anyways,
Weird.
crazy little bits of
That is
details
really
in that.
crazy. Yeah.
But that also means that Red Bull's not fast tracking to lose weight on the car. That's they have to do that on their own.
Huh.
So Max is further out from being happy with the car if Red Bull can't fix that quicker.
Weird. Okay.
So that's an interesting dilemma
That is a very interesting dilemma.
that
Yeah,
Red Bull's
just
facing.
Get rid of some weight. What do you have on there?
Seriously.
Have Isaac lose 9 kgs.
Yeah, what's his problem?
They did it to Daniel when he went to McLaren.
Yeah, exactly. You could lose it. Isaac, you have that in your big toe.
Yeah.
Just lose it, bro.
For real.
We'll just cut it off.
For real. Dude, that quote came out that everyone was circling around was a fake quote of the Ayrton Senna.
Yeah.
It was like, why go for a gap in the corner when you can just reach, like, what was it?
It's like you could just break sooner.
You can just break sooner to recharge your batteries to attack on the straight.
Yeah, it's just like,
That's when, like, it really clicked to me. Like, that quote, for some reason, was like, oh, yeah, these new cars are weird.
right.
Yeah, the overtaking is fun to watch. I'm loving it. But, like, I get what the drivers are complaining about now. The idea of racing is kind of gone.
And I think that perfectly segues into the
What if
Ollie
you could play
Bearman
soccer
crash.
and just, like, punch and, okay, yeah.
So you go to the crash, and that's
Yeah.
why they're losing the ability to control the car out of that turn.
What?
Sorry, were you about to say that you could punch people in soccer?
What if you could just punch people in soccer? It would take the whole point out of it. I was just say like,
Yeah,
it's
drop the yellow card.
It's like adding hands to soccer. It's like,
Yeah.
well, this isn't soccer anymore. What the
Right.
heck? Yeah, I thought we were doing football here.
Yeah, aluminum bats in baseball.
Yeah, it's like
it
we
seems like
we need to crank
yeah.
more dingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
I love that the wooden bat hurts their hands. Dang it. This is what
Yeah.
I'm watching for. They're the pro athlete. Deal with it.
It's true. You're
right?
getting paid enough.
Right.
Anyway. Yeah.
So,
Okay. So Ollie Bearman,
yes.
shifting gears.
Shifting into
Our
that
homeboy.
gear. Yes.
Local Haas boy, fan of the show, Ollie Bearman, got destroyed.
50G crash. Carlos,
Yeah.
tell us more.
Yeah, take us live there.
Well, the fact that he hit the wall sideways they're not really designed to
He
do
should have
that.
gone right into it.
And he was airborne over the rocks, over the rock barrier. He was airborne over the stuff that's supposed to slow him down.
Yeah.
And in NASCAR they have those what do they call them?
The flaps.
The flaps that just pop up and slow you down, right?
They like pop up backwards in case you're going
to keep
backwards.
the air from lifting the car off the ground. But so he's going into that turn. And it looks like a normal entry, right? It looks like a normal entry to the naked eye, but you see him just completely lose it as he's trying to exit.
Yeah.
And the car just keeps going sideways.
Yeah.
And even the announcers were going, how did that happen? Right. They couldn't figure out how that happened, how he just lost it completely in that direction. And it has to do with this electrical thing that you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't really understand. All I understand is that he crashed.
Yes.
And he came around Colapinto.
Yes.
And I don't know who's at fault. You have opinions there. But yeah, I like that. I don't know. Explain it, though.
Well, so, I mean, I think the thing that was interesting about Colapinto is that, like, Colapinto was experiencing the same battery bug software glitch that George Russell experienced during the race.
Okay.
So his car was going 70 kph.
kgs.
Yeah.
Kilometers an hour.
70 kilometers per hour slower
Than
Ollie's, which is a significant amount.
And Ollie comes hucking it around that corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and Colapinto's brain, and I think that this is part of the problem of why, if you were watching and you're thinking to yourself, why didn't Colapinto get a penalty? He moved in a direction that was the clear path of Bearman. But here's the thing. He's moving offline. And Bearman was going to the outside because he's like, okay, I just need to go around him. He's going way slow. But the problem is that there's no reaction time for either of them in this case. So Colapinto thinks he's making the right move by being like, I'm going to get out of the way of the car that's at a closing speed that's way higher than mine. So I'm going to step off the racing line, which is what you would do in qualifying. So he moves left, and Ollie's already to the left as a position to pass.
Colapinto, you think he was trying to go way wide, and Bearman would pass him on the right side,
which would be the racing line.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And
gotcha.
Ollie
just missed the racing line.
Ollie was going
too fast for him to get over.
1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And there was no time to react to Colapinto's move.
Oh, gotcha.
And so he goes to the grass, and then there's just no stopping the car at that point, right?
Yeah.
And so he hits the brake marker boards, goes sideways through the grass, and then 50G impact on a barrier.
And
So
then he's like limping out. That was scary.
he bruised his knees pretty bad.
Yeah.
And if you guys ever see them climb out of the car, the drivers have knee pads that they have on them, and they're always sliding down to their ankles as they get out of the car. But you have to be, those knee pads aren't 360. They're just on one part of your knee, so you have to guess when you're positioning those if you want them to protect yourself from bashing your knees together.
Oh man.
What side of the car is bugging you, where, like, how much load is going left or right through the racetrack. So it's like you can guess wrong.
I'm just
get
writing down an invention where pads go all the way around.
It seems simple
And
enough.
I'll sell that to the FIA.
Seriously.
But the thing, the cars are
Here we go.
the cars are designed for frontal impact, even spinning, and somewhat airborne. Who was the Chinese driver who went over the
Zhou
fence?
Guan Yu. Yeah.
Remember that crash was horrific,
Yeah.
but not as dangerous as the one that Ollie just had. I mean, Ollie was flying flat across, and not to compare what I did, but I raced a little bit in when I was younger, and I would hit a tire barrier at 110, 120 miles an hour straight in. And it hurt like crazy. I mean, you and with the front of the car and everything, front of a race car, you hit it full blast like that, and you get jarred. And of course, I'm not in the shape that these athletes are. These guys are in great shape.
They're like built for it.
Their necks have great muscles. Their shoulders and the legs, everything. But when you're sideways, all of your instincts are to protect yourself. And I'm sure he gathered himself up before he made the impact. But that impact was so devastating that when he got out of the car, I thought he was going to collapse.
Oh yeah, it looks sketch.
It's a pretty tough at 50 G's. I can't even imagine what that was like.
Yeah, that is wild. A lot of force going into that.
Max Verstappen at Copse Corner in Silverstone when he crashed with Lewis was a 56G impact.
And he got sent off to the hospital.
They helicoptered him off, right? So 6G, a 6G impact for us would be life or death. yeah. But it's like, I think they said that for like a normal human being, and anything over like a 20G impact is like brutal. Like your body can't handle it. But because of...
Oh, that's crazy. Why did I not know this before?
Yeah, so...
I'm still pro Rex.
Yeah, we all are. Yeah.
Like, this is why we watch.
Right,
I'm so glad Ollie's safe.
Right.
But that's crazy.
Yeah. So to have a 50G
exciting.
impact shows just how insanely fit they are.
That's wild.
That their internal organs are okay.
Again, I'm learning more about the sport.
And they do
5 years in, 6 years in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do design a side impact crash structure to protect the drivers, but to your point, that it isn't the nose cone, which has multiple stages of brake,
right,
which does take some of the energy out of the crash, right? Yeah, so it's like the side impact is just not as robust.
There's not a lot there
as the nose or the tail.
Yeah,
that's designed to crumple in a certain way, right? So, but anyways, his crash was also indicative of the problem. One of the things that the drivers had talked about for weeks leading up to this, and I think Lando Norris said it early in the season, and Carlos Sainz has also reiterated that the Mark Webber crash, where he ran into the back of, I want to say I know Alonso hit Gutierrez, and so my brain is kind of stuck there. But Webber crashed into the back of another car and did a full backflip.
Right. Yeah.
And I think it was in Spain. That crash was really horrific. And F1 has long since gone a pretty good distance without that kind of flip over, dramatic how bad that crash was. And Zhou Guanyu is obviously a bad crash, but it wasn't like full airborne.
Full airborne
flipping through. Yeah.
Jinx. It was like 5 words we jinxed.
We really did. Yeah, that's crazy. We're talking the same thing. But Lando or whoever was the one that made the point was that it's like if you have a closing speed that's that 60, 70 kph more, and a driver, you misjudge where they're going and you clip them, it's Mark Webber times 7,000 because Mark Webber wasn't closing at a speed that was that much higher than the driver he was coming up on.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Does that make sense?
It's like Ollie Bearman hit like a kicker ramp.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. And the faster he's going to like a slower kicker ramp, he's going to launch.
He's just going to catapult off, right?
And we all saw that Porsche crash at the beginning before the race even started.
Seriously, it was like
gnarly.
A precursor to like what we were about to see,
the
right?
Suzuka gods were mad that day.
Yeah, seriously. But it was a perfect example of being like, had Ollie run into Colapinto, there's a grandstand right there on the outside of Spoon Curve.
Oh no.
So, but the problem is that if you launch a car to the grandstand,
that's a lot of
people in danger.
Yeah,
right?
But then tickets are cheaper next year. I don't know what's worse.
This is the darkest joke available.
He has a point.
Only in that grandstand, though.
The Spoon Curve grandstand tickets are now $5 a seat. They have a splash zone section determined with the red line.
That's crazy. I guess I never considered it like that, and that's spooky.
Yeah, it puts more than just the drivers
so you need all
at risk.
the drivers going fast to kind of be safer.
So it's more speed
is safer,
not less. That's always what Jeremy Clarkson said. He said speed's never killed a man. It's the suddenly becoming stationary.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like that's the point, is that if you have that closing speed, the odds of it ending badly are high.
Yeah, all things being equal is a good thing.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah.
So all things being equal is what he said. But to go back to Piastri, I want to talk about Piastri for a second.
Yeah, loved his race.
This is the first race he's actually finished this year.
Oh yeah, the first one he's started.
Right.
And he crushed it.
And he crushed it.
Because he's freaking Oscar Piastri.
Yeah, and I'm like, I was watching Lando, struggle, and I was just like, oh, he's having a hard time. The team can't do anything about it.
This is the world champion?
I wonder who's the better driver of the two drivers that are present.
Yeah.
It just was good to see Oscar leading a race again, feeling confident, and in a customer car of a Mercedes power unit, and just crushing. It was just great to see.
Yeah.
And he was fast all weekend, so it was cool. I feel like the other thing that I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to take a just brief second here.
Yeah.
So the other thing, if I can put my broadcaster hat on, is that with Antonelli and with Oscar Piastri and with these other teams coming up in the sport, the British announcers are beside themselves. They don't know who to cheer for anymore. They're having a heck of a time sounding excited about Antonelli winning. The whole thing and him being young came and went with one race. All right, he won, great, fantastic. He's never going to repeat.
Yeah,
but he did.
He did,
and so I think they're acting disciplined. And so I'm watching them because they use their notes, they use their what they know, what their knowledge is, and of course they're playing to the British audience.
Yeah,
primarily in the UK and Australia and other places, but English speaking audiences. But everyone else, the Spaniards are rooting for the Spaniards, and the Italians are rooting for the Italians, and all you ever hear from the British is how great Lewis Hamilton is and how great George Russell is, and and Lando Norris. And,
Ollie Bearman's like a hard one because he's on an American team.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's like, do we mention him?
It's really for them. It's really tough. And they're like the Fox News of broadcasting for F1 because they only like one side of the equation. They don't like anybody else. It is clear. I mean, I watch Carlos Sainz. I'm a huge Carlos Sainz fan. I think that guy is incredibly talented, and they barely even say his name. In the Open, he has like less than half a second. Last year he did his whole hair thing, it was really cool. This year it's like he's gone.
Yeah,
watch it again. Compare the amount of frames in the Open sequence.
That's interesting.
Carlos Sainz doesn't even have a half a second.
That's interesting.
So there's definitely bias there,
and he is.
And
I'm
favorite. Calling these guys out. I'm calling these guys out on Sky and watching. On F1. Yeah. Like, come on, guys. This is where I think you two have really cut through on the American side in podcasting by saying things from an American perspective, which we rarely have in F1 because they don't care about us. Even though we have lots of races here and they can make a lot of money in the U.S., they really don't care one damn about us. Not a thing. What they want to do is come to the U.S. and have the British win.
Yeah.
They want a British driver to win every single race. It drives me crazy that, and now Cadillac.
Valtteri and Checo.
And Checo. So Checo, being Mexican, they don't even say, I didn't think I heard his name once during, Checo's out, But,
I forget Cadillac exists.
And it's like, they're not paying attention to these, like Bortoletto and some of these, they're just not. Anyway, I think that's tremendous bias, and sportscasting is what it is. And in Britain, they cheer for their own. And if it was all American, we'd probably be cheering for all the Americans.
Yeah.
But I just think it's interesting to watch them kind of twist themselves into pretzels.
Yeah, for sure.
That is crazy. I like that take.
Yeah,
that's a good hot take.
Oh boy, Lando.
It's true.
He's come of age.
It's almost like it's a very blatant conspiracy theory. Because you don't notice it from my perspective. Like, I just am so used to it. Right. And then you just get someone to be like, hey, you ever notice this? I'm like, oh, yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember at the end of the year, and I think I even maybe told you that previously, but they made this edit of Lando Norris karting and coming up through the ranks. And it's like, oh, boys, become world champion, blah, blah, with us as we celebrate his manhood. Right?
Yeah.
But where was that when Max Verstappen won a championship?
I've never seen that.
He's the same damn age.
Yeah.
The amount of content available is the same.
Oh, yeah.
And Max dominated all through karting. So standing with trophies that you could cut together and show. Yeah. Where the hell was that?
Yeah.
And for me, who's not even that crazy of a Verstappen fan, I am these days, but at the time, definitely not nearly as much.
Yeah.
I would have loved seeing something like that because it would have been like, yeah, this is cool to see, right?
I want to see that for every champion, no matter who it is.
Right, or where they're from.
This guy just won. Let's do a little something.
Well, and I remember, no more specific use case of this than when Max crashed at Silverstone and had a 56G impact, and Lewis gets out of the car with the British flag and is sliding through the field and cheering with the fans. I was like, he just murdered Max. Yeah, and it was like this this feels very weird.
Finally, we dispelled of that Dutchman
Yes, exactly. Everyone's like,
on our home soil.
yes, we did it again.
God save the Queen.
D-Day all over again. We never like tulips. The cliffs of Dover have been saved. So, anyways, but the last point that I wanted to make about anything at all here was to just talk about, let's revisit the engine talk at just a couple things, because supposedly what's on the table is that it would be V8s, it wouldn't be V10s, but V8s are running.
Is that actually on the table?
For 2031. So that gives a 5-year.
So long.
5-year gap, okay?
I hope I'm around still.
So here's the thing. I think it's accelerated. Right now, 2031 would be the projected date, right? But the problem is that everyone is so unhappy at the moment that it's like, it might happen way sooner.
Yeah.
The other part of this is that Max Verstappen's position at the moment, right? Mm-hmm. If they don't change the regulation immediately or soon or whatever, they say, okay, well, V8s are returning in 2031. I guarantee you Max does bow out.
Really?
And he says, I'm going to go do something else for 5 years. I'll be back.
Yeah.
And you tell me that the Formula One teams aren't going to be kicking his door in the second that the new regulation comes around with a V8. But the problem that they risk, and they know it, is that if Max leaves for 5 years, so does an enormous grip of the fan base.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Red Bull is a massive team.
Well, and if you're
and everyone likes Max,
Michael Jordan athletes, if Shohei Ohtani left baseball for 5 years, because they couldn't get their crap
the peak
together,
of his career,
right? Everyone would look at MOB like, change the damn rules.
What are you doing?
What are you waiting for?
Stop.
And that is what is happening. Max is threatening that so realistically that Stefano Domenicali and Ben Sulayem have to be like, I think we have to bring back V8s, and way sooner than we planned.
Oh, yeah. And Max is the only hero to do that. Like, no other driver, I feel like, there's no other driver winning as much as he was. And no other driver has like a degaff attitude. Like,
Lewis
he's like,
would be squawking.
I just want to race.
Right.
And I'm going to leave. I don't care. I've already won.
If Lewis wasn't on podiums right now, he would be squawking.
Yeah.
100,000% would be right next to Max and be like, this is not good for the sport. Right now, the only reason he's advocating for it is because he's like, I'm getting results,
because
buddy.
he hasn't had his winning drug fix in years. And he's now like on it
he's
again.
Staring down the barrel of, my engine's about to get an upgrade.
He's getting those dopamine
and my
hits.
chassis is really good.
And he's
I
like,
can beat George Russell all day.
Let's keep it. Let's keep it.
Yeah. We got to keep this regulation going. So what I think will happen for sure that I can project from now is that this regulation runs... They're going to make adjustments over this break. We will hear about new things heading into Miami. They will change stuff during this time period. But it's not going to fix the problem. So I think that this season is for sure locked in, right? Like Audi and all of them, they've put millions of dollars into develop these power units. That's really the problem here is the cost of losing that power unit is significant. You've had all these teams drop hundreds of millions of dollars in development on a hybrid 50-50 system. And then you tell them next year we go to V8s.
Yeah, that's
What
tough.
do you think Mercedes and Audi and Ferrari and all these guys do?
Yeah,
they go,
they get mad.
This is, you owe me hundreds of millions of dollars. And the FIA would have to pony up. That's for sure what would happen.
They're making it though.
The problem is the FIA is one of those groups where they're taking too much money and not keeping it.
Those Vegas GP tickets are crazy expensive.
Yeah, but the FIA is not the one taking it.
I don't know.
They're splitting it.
I'm saying they could pay it off with just one GP.
That's true. That's true.
I never think money's the issue. I always think it's politics, and I mean they can rebuild a car in 3 hours and put Piastri back on the road after a devastating crash where the car's torn completely apart and they put it back together again. Moving to V8 would be a nothing move, really. It would just make the drivers drive and again equal out the opportunity for the mid-level teams like Haas and others, Williams and some of the other teams that are out there that want to get a podium on occasion. Alpine has been in the dumps forever. I mean, it would be nice to see kind of going back to motor racing instead of, e-racing or what do you call it? Formula E. I mean, to me, it's just stop trying to be a good global citizen, a good climate citizen.
Mm-hmm.
This is auto racing. This is motor racing. This is supposed to be something where you pour gas, you get a fast engine and a good driver, and you win.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Uh-huh.
And now it's turned into this. Why do we need a social cause in motor racing? We don't need it.
Yeah.
We absolutely not. I listen to all this stuff and I go, why?
Yeah.
Why is the FIA full of rules? What are we, Congress? Come on.
Yeah.
Stop it already.
If anything, we can have our social climate issue be the biofuels. Like, let's race off biofuels.
Right.
That's great.
Right. It's a good compromise.
You're right. Yeah.
I think the other thing about it too is being like, yeah, it's road relevant, and we were talking about this earlier. It's like road relevant. Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The only thing that the innovations that are being created in Formula One right now are skirting the rules. Nothing road relevant, right? It's putting a weight in the brake line that is a pendulum that swings left to right to help increasing brake pressure on one side to skirt the rule book, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where the innovations are.
Yeah.
And it's not crap that would ever end up in a road car.
Yeah.
So road relevance isn't really the topic of conversation.
Uh-huh.
We were talking about Artemis 2, the mission to the around the moon at the moment.
If the moon exists.
Yeah. Flat Earth for sure. How do you think we have racetracks if the Earth is round?
Yeah.
Makes no sense
They'd
at all.
fly right off.
So, but like, he was saying that like the refrigerators and microwaves and all these things are like trickle down from space programs, right? Like these are things that kind of have come to society off of that idea. Formula One thinks that they're a space program. They're freaking not.
I mean, stuff has come from Formula One that does exist in cars.
Yeah,
today.
like freaking 50 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like now.
I really want DRS on my Honda Element.
Yeah, it's on a GT2 RS.
Close.
It's a Porsche. You could go get that.
Yeah.
I mean, there are things that could definitely be translated, but I think the point is that it's like what we learned from the development right now is fitting into too tight of a box of the F1 game that they're trying to create.
Yeah.
And it's not a board game. And it is motor racing. So how do we make motor racing relevant? Well, improve what is realistic. And I think that when you talk to Sebastian Vettel and some of the guys who are more global citizen focused, even he was like, it's not this electric stuff.
Yeah.
It's the biofuels.
Yeah.
And he raced the FW14B, Nigel Mansell's championship car at, I can't remember. I think it might have been Suzuka last year on a biofuel or a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
And it was to do like an exhibition of showing like, this is possible.
Interesting.
This car from 94 or whatever
Yeah.
year that was. I'm forgetting right now. Forgive me.
Early
fans.
90s. Nigel Mansell was crushing it.
Yeah. That was his championship car. Runs on a biofuel and it's got the high revving engine that we're all hoping for. Right.
Interesting.
So the point being that it's like, it's so realistic. And I agree. You tell these guys that they need to make a 20,000 RPM V8. All of them know how to make it.
Yeah.
They've got
They have
gobs and gobs of data to do that.
Decades of
right?
experience doing that.
Yeah.
I think when you have this like hybrid engine, there's also an element of the drivers are no longer pushing their lives and the car to the limit.
Right.
And like fans of the show know I like a crash and I joke about it, but we all like the crash.
Right.
That's why we're watching it, is because we want to see these guys who we all want to be brave, get in a car and then like hold it right on a knife's edge and do something that no one else can do.
Right.
But if you're just like strategizing when to deploy a battery, there is a little bit of that edge taken off and it is a little bit deflated.
Right.
And so I think there's just a lot that goes into it where I'm like, it's weird.
It's like
Yeah.
the bravery of deploying a battery to pass on a straightaway is not the same as, can I get the car stopped in time?
Yeah. We talked
and
about Daniel
go around
Ricciardo.
the corner fast.
We talked about Daniel Ricciardo, like the last of the late breakers, just
Right.
being like, dude, that guy was my idol when I
Right.
watched that, because I was like, I don't know if I could do that. Just how late can you send it into a corner with a guy next to you? Like that's bonkers.
In a race car that would go flying through the air as a projectile missile.
Yeah.
If you misjudged it.
Like that guy has guts.
Right.
And I admire that. And that's what I want to be, you know?
Well, that's what Anita Driver wrote a book about.
It's true. It's in the hall.
It's in the hall. It got
Guys.
displaced.
There's a new book out. I haven't ordered it yet. I haven't ordered it yet. But yeah, bring back the V8s, the biofuels. We
Right.
can make that the cause, but like, yeah, push the engines,
So
push the drivers.
exactly. But here's the thing. So Max Verstappen's exit from the sport, if it were going to take place before the end of the year, would be somewhere between August and October, because that's where it's written in his contract that he can bow out.
Oh, okay.
And so if he says that I will race until August because that's fulfilling my contract and then I'm done, that will be when it takes place. But I genuinely think that Domenicali and Ben Sulayem know that it is bigger than his presence is bigger than this stupid engine, right? And it's like, if it's going to get to that point, then 2027 high revving V8s are back. And I'm like, Max, hold your ground, buddy.
Yeah.
Because we're here for it.
Yeah, we want to hear those engines.
And we want to see
Never
late
heard
braking.
them. Yeah.
Right?
Be
Like
rad.
we want to go back to, and the other solution here is there's one that's way more obvious, and this will be my last point.
Yeah.
Why not just go back to last year's engine?
Yeah.
All of them made it.
Uh-huh.
So bring back the MGUH or whatever that piece was. So that way they don't have to do the stupid starting procedure that they have.
Yeah.
And make it so the engines are balanced the old way, which was 70-30 split, I think. Because they had that dialed.
Yeah.
And they were braking late,
fun.
and
It
they
was
were
fun.
doing everything that was better. So,
There's a problem with that.
and what was that?
The problem with that was that there was a lot of sameness, and there wasn't variety between the teams. And what? That's not a problem. It is a problem. I mean, yeah, it's equal competition. Yeah, I mean, I think a brand new, a completely rethought.
Brand new
V8
regulations are fun because you have so many different theories going
Right.
in onto the track, and that's fun.
But I'd like to see a brand new V8, engine, a whole new configuration,
Yeah.
and maybe even smaller cars so they could have a good race in Monaco for a change.
Yeah. I agree. Okay. Well,
George wants it to be made of wood. Make an engine that uses water and propellers.
what if Monaco this year was just who has the coolest yacht?
I win.
I win.
It's me.
Yeah.
I've been saving up all of my hard-earned. It's actually not from my Mercedes paycheck. It's all from my chores.
Oh, for sure.
That's how I bought my yacht. It was my chores money. So, anyways, but yes, I think that there is a actual realistic chance that we see some significant changes.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Well, what race do we have this week? None.
Nothing.
We have no races for like a month.
And it sucks.
Don't worry. We have lots of Jean-Claude Van Damme movies to keep you entertained.
Right.
But yeah, we're ready for it.
Thanks for letting me play.
Yeah. Thanks to Carlos for jumping in on the podcast today.
Yeah, we're so glad to have my dad here, who just
You
made it
sound-
so hard.
you sound so
for me
excited
to
about
get
it.
anything out today.
I feel like you invited him.
I didn't. No, he showed up.
I forced myself on you.
Well, I'm glad you did
Yeah,
because it's been great.
I told him.
Yeah, no, honestly, yeah, I am a huge fan. And I'm not a fan of red flags, but I am a big fan of this show.
Thanks.
'Cause I think red flags.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
It's funny how we can like Gunter so much and hate the podcast that he's a part of.
Yeah.
Well, he'd be better on this.
He
Yeah.
would be. He would be.
But yeah, everyone, thanks for joining today. Thanks for joining the chat. And yeah, feel free to follow us, subscribe. Oh, I'm so paranoid when you're going to cut this out now.
Stop talking.
No. Yeah, tell all your friends about us. And then, yeah, come back next week. We're going to be talking about stuff like Jean-Claude Van Damme.